Section 4, a case study. Chapter 1, Peace, Love, Business. Nina Lekhi Baggett, wife of Manoj Lekhi. Nina started making and selling canvas bag just for fun while she was student at Sofia Polytechnic. 30 years later, her company Baggett is a national retail brand with 60 crore in annual sale. Narayan Udyog Bhavan is not a pretty place. Unlike the fancy store where its pretty products sell, office is a mangled mass of cutting, stitching, inspecting, and packing spread across many small galas. Nina Lekhi walked into her office wearing a simple blue and black plaid shirt and a road smile. Give me 10 minutes, will you? She say, and sit down on the floor just behind her desk to meditate. 10 minutes later, she is ready to take on the world. The story of Baggett is actually quite similar. It may appear chaotic, but a certain quiet stillness, a central core of clarity and purpose, hold it all together. Nina started the enterprise as a college student, just for fun. 30 years later, it is definitely a business to be proud of in terms of size, scale. But at the end of the day, it's still about fun, of experimenting and creating a new reality. Not just with cloth and synthetic leather, but the very fabric of your life, because that is the greatest design experiment of all. Naina Lekhi was born and brought up in Bombay in a well-to-do family. I had beautiful childhood. We lived at Worli Seaface and I went to one of the best schools, Green Lawns High School. Naina's father was a businessman, manufacturing gears and machinery part, and while her mother was a housewife, she wasn't at home that much. As a devotee of Mata Bridge Deviji, she traveled around the country to be with her guru. From the time I was 12, I remember pretty much looking after the house, my brother, my father, and padhai on my own. But somehow the house was blessed. Naina was good student in school, a top ranker and head girl as well. But then she entered college and the freedom went to her head. It was like now I am into FYJC, first year junior college. What the hell? I want to watch every movie, try out every new things, whether it's a drug, alcohol, early boyfriends. Not surprisingly, she flunked her foundation course, mandatory requirement for anyone wanting to study commercial art. It was the first time I ever felt it hit me hard. Naina would walk from Sophia Polytechnic at Pedar Road to her home in Worli every day, rain or sun. After in tears, this went on for about 3 to 4 months. I wanted to do commercial art because I love drawing and painting, but that door was not shut. Naina now had the option of taking up either screen printing or interior designing, at Sophia Polytechnic. Screen printing session were from 9 a.m. till noon, while the interior designing class was in the evening. For an hour and a half, that left the whole day free, and Naina was not one to waste it. What was the point of going home? She say. I decided to take a part time job. Naina joined Sham Ahuja, famous for its designer Doris rugs. The store was conveniently located opposite the Mahalakshmi temple, a short walk from Sophia College. I worked as a sale girl. I learned stock keeping, billing, and how to talk to customer. The salary was just rupees 500 month. She wouldn't really need the money. I spent most of it on taking cabs. Laugh Naina. But it felt good to be working at 18. Like it to do other countries. Earn a bit, learn a bit, do it just for the fun of it. Which is now Naina started this entire business of bags in the year 1984 at the age 18. My best friend Mona and I, we got this idea like you have t-shirt with simple slogan, why not bags? Bag with attitude. In the shower cubicle after a swim, Naina and Mona quickly come up with the name Bag It. Inspired by Michael Jackson, Bear It, Beat It, uh, she added, the bags were made of simple canvas, mostly on Sunday. A liftman helped with the cutting, while the zip repair guy doubled up as a dancing tailor. Luckily, I had done a tailoring class in my school holidays, say Naina, and that how Baggett started. Naina scored the by lanes of Bombay, place like Abdul Rahman Street, in search of canvas material. By that time, she was working at another store, Mike Kirpalani, which sold trendy clothing. Naina went up to the owner and said, please stock my bags. If it sells, you pay me my share. Around this time, Naina met Monjo or Manoj J. Lekhi, as Naina prefers to call him. He was the brother of a close friend. Manoj Monjo was in the clothing business and they used to hold an exhibition come sale. He liked my bags and put them up for sale. Soon after, a shop at the Oberio shopping arcade offered some counter space. Sab kuch milakar, all put together in that first year, Naina managed to sell about 30 bags a month. The bag cost around about 25 rupees 25 to make and we sold them for 60 bucks. So it wasn't big money or anything. We made around $1,000 a month. Meanwhile, Naina managed to pass the foundation exam but did not have the guts to do commercial art. Beside my this time she was into making bag and textile design seems like a good idea. I enjoyed it. I also did very well. In fact, I won state award in the textile design. This despite juggling college practicals and growing business with shops like Emerson stocking baggage production had to be increased. I used to be in college from 9 to 5. Then 7 o'clock the tailor would come. Had two of them now, and of course we continue to work on Sundays. The family watched on with a touch of disbelief. No woman in Punjabi household had done something like this before. मगर किसने रोका था? नहीं. But no one tried to stop her. In fact, my mom encouraged me a lot. Others found it amusing. but slowly it becomes more than pocket money. This was cold hard cash. In college, I sold bags just for fun. Even today, it's a just for fun. All these years, it's never been so profit oriented. It's all been about how happy we are. Not only did Naina enjoy doing it in typical teenage fashion, she would pick up small things for the house like curtain. Started up supporting the family, the house because business started dwindling. By this time, her partner Mona had quit. She went off to US, but that never bother Naina. By 1987, 3 years into the business, Baggett was selling 300 bags a month. And not just canvas, but using new material like synthetic leather. Actually, I did try working with leather. I went and picked up a cow hide and colored it in my veranda. The stink overpowered the entire house. Working with dead animal skin did not feel good. So, when Naina decided to work with synthetic leather, she treated the animal material using many different methods. Finally, she achieved the right finish, the look of real leather. Another advantage of using synthetic leather is you can sell at lower MRP. Use and throw fashion trendy and inspired. That's what Baggett quickly come to stand for. Unlike most designers, Naina refused to simply copy style from international catalog. She had focused on small original touches, which made each bag far more special to its user. For example, you go to the gym in track pant. If you have little pocket inside the track pant in the band where you cut, you can put in couple of notes. It's a user friendly, right? That's the kind of intuitive thinking Naina would put into every bag she designed, and customer loved it. By 1989, Baggett was serious business with an annual turnover of 30 lakhs, and Naina was technically still a student. Along with my textile design course, I had completed 12th standard by correspondence. After Sophia, I, I enrolled for a BCom at Elephant Stone. Work hard by day, party hard by night, continue to be Naina's motto, and it did not go down well at home. My mom used to get dump pissed off because I used to go out in nights. Naina recalls. Monjo was a part of the gang of friends. A guy Naina had known since her school days. One night we care at pub and he just proposed to me. Naina was bumped force founded. Oh God, I don't want to marry. I don't want to hurry this. I am just 23. She was thinking to herself. But the next time Naina stumbled home in the way hours, she got yet another tongue lashing. I blurted out the first thing that comes to mind to save my skin. I told mom that Monjo had proposed to me. By next morning, mother on both sides had exchanged notes and fixed a wedding date. Before I knew it, I was engaged. A couple of months later, we were married. She grins. And it was actually the best thing that could have happened to Naina. Monjo's sister Rita was my best friend. I was so used to their house and his family. It was absolutely totally beautiful. There were no rules, no expectation or demands, even though it was a large joint family. I mean, my mother in law was better than my mother Also, say Naina, I was always kept very comfortably like a queen. Continuing the business was not an issue at all. Monjo's family was in the garment business, both manufacturing as well as retail. Monjo had a couple of small gallas in building in Parel. Intuitively, I work out of the loft area in one of these galas. I guess it, the zeals, the love for what you are doing. For me, time flies. I can be here all the time. It's just like that. Naina spent her work days, weekdays, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the factory. At this point, she had 20 people working with her, including a production manager. Apart from production, he also managed the accountants, advance to Karagirs, workers, or everything. There was no business plan as such, but Baggett was growing and things kept flowing. Within a couple of years, the business outgrew its brewed space. Naina took up a galla owned by her father in an industrial estate. The each time I needed more space, I would just rent out another gala in the same building. However, Naina wasn't comfortable working out of rented premises. The normal Indian way of thinking is might as well buy it. इन्वेस्टमेंट भी हो जाएगा और पैसा भी बचत हो जाएगी. It will be an investment also and you won't be paying rent. Beg, borrow, steal, but buy your own place. What's my way of thinking? Say Naina. In fact, Naina and her brother Mukesh had just done that to buy shop at Kemp's corner. We had just 2 lakh between us, but we borrowed from family and friends and brought the shop for 8 rupees 18 lakh. This became Naina's Baggett first exclusive retail outlet. In access a store where showcase the entire range, the become a go-to place for young trendy shoppers. It was owned and managed by my brother. What Naina is passionate about is a great design. That's the reason she went into business. But to stay in business, you have to take care of practical stuff like raising working capital. I started an account with Dena Bank, the closest bank. Monjo's company also had an account there, which helped. All ideas need not be as radical. It could be just an extra compartment, or makeup and jewelry, or a small eyelid so your earphone wire can sneak out. We hate doing these things that are existing in the market. The fun of doing it is only in doing something new, she admits. If you are having fun and so you are customer, you will see bigger, faster sale figure. Baggett closed the year ending March 2014 with a revenue of 60 crore. We now produce 5 lakhs pieces a year, which includes handbag, belts, wallet, pouch. In fact, accessories are 50% of our turnover, say Naina. What is most amazing is that even as Baggett has scaled up, the time Naina spends at Baggett has scaled down. I come to work only 3 days a week, says. A practice she started around 8 years ago when a daughter Vedosi was born. It is conscious decision to have a baby at the age of 36. Well, initially I used the loop, and later, when we wanted a baby, it took its own time, and that brought with it unique challenge of motherhood. Having a baby kept me quite a bit away from work, So it was very stressful for many years. There are days you are dying to go to work, but you are homebound, which I guess every working mom goes through. Luckier than most, Naina worked out her own means and methods of balancing out life and work. The close knit family like atmosphere at Baggett allows the luxury of physical absence. Because in spite you are always there, everybody has their own way of working and handling people, and mine was to give my people a feeling of belonging. The proof of that sweet puddling is the fact that many who began working for Baggett it is easily early years as far back as 1989 are still there, heading various departments, handling new and complex functions. It's a passion, not work, and that's what I also try to keep in the spirit of whole team. Meditation gives me time to introspect, to decide where I want to go, don't want to go, how fast I want to go. Most people just keep running, running, running. When Naina sensed an employee is saturated or bored, she changes their profile. I see what kind of person they are, a right brain or left brain, and I gave people new challenges, things they haven't tried out. Last year, Baggett Design head was shifted to the marketing department, and she done a fantastic job. Say Naina, orthodox method, but they work. Equally unorthodox was Naina's decision to shift her residence to uh, Khadak, a tiny hamlet near Pune, where husband Monjo has recently started an experimental school. Early, my husband was with the family business. Now he works, but not for money. He works with our Guru Rishi Prabhakar ji, setting up various projects. On such project was Rishi Kul Vidyalaya, a holistic school set up on the Met campus in the year 2002. The Katar Khadak school is the next step in that journey at Discovery. We wanted our daughter and other kids to grow up in the more natural atmosphere. Mountains, fresh air, no TV, no Google, no Kacharapatti of Bombay. 60 children from age 5 to 14 are currently enrolled in this school in the middle of nowhere, and that also where Naina spent part of her week. I go to Katarkadak on Saturday afternoon and drive back into work on Wednesday afternoon. She says, through work does continue. Monday and Tuesday, Naina goes over reports and gets time to think, which is something one rarely has time for in office. I also observe a day of silence once in a week. That day is very important, very scare to me. Journey of Spirit, which began with the meditation program Nayana attended with a monjo soon after marriage, where both found their gurus and higher calling. I guess in my own way, I followed the path my mom chose of the inner search. The most important thing in life for me are peace and joy, not the pursuit of money. A view of life husband Monjo fully supports and endorses, as he supports Baggett at an emotional level. Monjo's main contribution is telling me to chill, don't get anxious, don't get obsessed with KRA, be in love, enjoy, laugh a lot. That's what he taught me. A good life is like a good meal. Don't put too much on your plate, only as much as you can eat and what you enjoy. Like I have never obsessed about cooking, say Nainas. I supervise it. I don't I do it sometimes when there is a nobody. But then I don't feel I have to pack my daughter's tiffin with my own hands. Similarly, Naina rarely shop for herself. If she has to buy anything, even for her daughter, she sent an assistant to pick it up. Time is so precious, she laughed. I only shop when I travel abroad because then I visit so many stores to see what are the trends, get some inspiration, including the idea of taking Baggett International with its own franchise store and even moving the brand beyond bags and accessories. Recently, I realized you don't get good track pant in India, and immediately I thought, let's start a sportswear line. Many steam gargle, many pass beckon. The traveler shall rest a moment, consult her inner compass before deciding which one to walk on. Advice to women entrepreneurs: do what you love to do. I think that's the most important thing. If you love doing something, there is no feeling of working. It's not time bound, then there is no stress. For women, it's a big balancing act, especially when you are running the kid, home, and 8 million other things that come along with it. So it's true that many drop out, give up on their dreams. But when you are passionate about something, you have that zeal. I won't I want to do this. Then you won't leave because you can just sit and not do anything. There's a fire within you. So here we come to end of this chapter, and thank you.